Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another review. This is another paid request, this time from Guillermo. Thank you so much for that. And for those interested in requesting any type of reviews or topics, reactions, randomness, out of the blueness, whatever it may be, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box under the video. It could be for pretty much anything. Now, Guillermo wanted me... He sent in a paid request for me to watch and review Copshop, which is a film that I know a lot of people like. When I did my favorite films of 2021 list, people put their choices, and this film popped up a couple times on other people's lists. I would say to each their own. I wanted to like the film, but I couldn't. There are moments because you have Gerard Butler and Frank Grillo, and they're two actors I enjoy. Gerard Butler, law-abiding citizen, gamer, Olympus Has Fallen, of course 300. Frank Grillo, The Purge Anarchy I liked. Also, he was in a film directed by Joe Carnahan called Boss Level. Because Joe Carnahan, I think, directed two films. This film and Boss Level. And Boss Level I enjoyed. Boss Level, I thought it was fun. This one, though, I'm not a big Joe Carnahan guy. Which is why I was surprised by Boss Level. I'm like, okay, this is actually fun. This, though, I'm not a fan of Joe Carney, as I call him. Whether it be that crappy A-Team movie that he did, which he only did it because he didn't get the Mission Impossible job, and he's like, I want to do Mission Impossible, fuck it. I don't give a shit about A-Team. He has said that. He didn't give a shit about the A-Team TV show. He just wanted to do the A-Team movie because he wanted to show the world that he could do a Mission Impossible type of film. Which, guess what? That film bombed and it sucked. So you still failed at that, Joe Carney. It's Joe Carnahan. Well, to me, it's Joe Carney. What hurts the film is, number one, it has a pace that never gets in the second gear. I get it's a slow build, but at an hour and 40-some minutes, it never truly gets in the second gear. As it attempted it, when another character pops into play, this psychopathic hitman played by Toby Huss, I'm not sure that's how you pronounce his last name, like 50 minutes in, he brings some excitement to it, because he's a very peculiar, funny character with his personality, who enjoys his job too much as a psycho hitman. But then the movie slows to a crawl, and then like the last 20 minutes it attempts some excitement. And for me it was too little too late. And also, the plot of the film is Frank Grillo is a con artist. He's on the run. He purposely hits this cop, who is a rookie cop, in order to get in the jail so he could be safe for a bit. Meanwhile, Gerard Butler is a hitman, trying to get the guy. He also pretty much crashes into cop cars so he could get arrested. So then they're both in the same jail cell. Now, I don't know why, as a hitman, Gerard Butler decides to go, you know what? Fuck the surprise act. I'm just going to tell him I'm a hitman, I'm ready to kill you. I'm like, you could have kept the whole surprise act until you could get out and go, pop, pop, pop. No. It's like, well, I'm in jail and I can't do anything about it. I can't get out. You know what? Let me just tell Frank Grillo, yeah, I'm a hitman and I'm going to kill you. I'm like, well, that's pretty fucking stupid to do, don't you think? He's kind of a shitty hitman, if that's the case. But anyway, that's the setup. And, oh, another thing before I forget, when the main theme at the beginning starts, I'm like, why does this music sound familiar? It's fucking Magnum Force. The Dirty Harry film, my favorite Dirty Harry film, Magnum Force, they stole the fucking music from it. Ba down, now, 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 now. Ba da 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 da. Like, fuck you, Joe Carnahan. Get your own fucking music. People go, well, Quentin Tarantino does it. Yeah, but Tarantino actually makes films mostly worth a shit. Different taste. I mean, when he puts the theme from They Call Me Trinity and Django Unchained, It's just personal preference. I like Tarantino more than Joe Carnahan. Carnahan. Fuck the guy. I hated The Grey. I thought it was an overrated fucking film. A survival story that no one survives. Misleading advertising. You think it's going to be one movie, but existential film about guilt and, oh well, if I'm going to die standing. Cool. You're still dead, dude. You're still dead and a wolf ate your asshole. I know a lot of people like The Grey. I don't. I'm sorry. I will watch Liam Neeson's Taken, The Commuter, The Plan, Nonstop, A Welcome on the Tombstones. Those are Liam Neeson films I enjoy more. Again, to each their own. So I'm like, okay, so he literally just took the main theme from Madden Force to be the main theme in this one. So again, you have Frank Grillo, you have Gerard Butler. Cool. Now, if you had a plot where one's a con who is the target, one's a hitman, but then you have a group of psychos or a group of hitmen or both psychos and hitman and said, you know what, you guys go in. What about this guy? You know what, fuck him. You know what, kill him too. I'm tired of his shit. The hitman could be like, Gerard Butler has to tell what he's going to do because the guy goes, I'm paying you a lot of money. What's the plan? Well, I'm going to do this. Okay, fine. But you let me know when it's done. And then the bad guy puts the phone down and says, fuck it. You know what? Send 7, 8, 10, 12 guys. Kill them both. I'm tired of the hitman. He did this and this to me. And then also killed the target. You kill both of them. And then you have this Assault on Prison 13 police station siege movie where Gerard Butler and Frank Grillo have to work together to survive. And then, you know, Gerard Butler's like, well, I got fired. If I kill you, I won't make any money, so guess I'll let you go. And that could work well. Gerard Butler and Frank Grillo working together against an Assault on Prison 13 type of story. But no! You waste it because most of the fucking time they're in a goddamn jail cell. Just sitting and talking. And the dialogue isn't even that fucking interesting. What is so mesmerizing about the dialogue? I'm sorry, Joe Carnahan, you're not Tarantino. Where you can make dialogue interesting. You're not. You try to be Tarantino with Smoking Aces, and in my opinion, you failed. And most of it is just because who gets the spotlight? Some fucking rookie black lady cop who's a newcomer who fucking sucked. And I hear and read so much praise for this lady. Why? She sucked. She's a scrawny, small, almost as tall as Webster. I didn't buy her being tough. It'd be like me trying to buy fucking Laura Winslow from Family Matters as a tough girl. I didn't buy it. I didn't buy it for $1. Didn't buy it for a penny. She has a gun that looks bigger than her. And I don't buy her trying to handle it and trying to be tough. She has a personality of paint drying. And she has to get the up front and center. Why? You got Gerard Butler and Frank Grillo, and they gotta play fucking background characters to this fucking lady. And I'm sorry, all the actors wipe her off the movie screen. Whether Gerard Butler or Frank Grillo, or when the psychopathic hitman Toby comes in and he brings life to the proceedings. Again, it takes 50 minutes for the plot to really get going. Just the first 50 minutes, like I said, it's a setup where each of them get into the jail cell. Oh, you have the black captain who's yelling and cursing, God damn it, and haven't we seen that cliche enough? I enjoyed it back in the day. Hell, that was made fun of in Last Action Hero in 1993. We had, oh god, what's the actor's name? Ah, man, I forgot his name. He sadly passed away. He was in Batteries Not Included. He was in Lockup with Sylvester Stallone as he was became a friend of Stallone's character Lockup. I forget the actor's name. Damn it, but he was the police captain in 48 Hours. But he made fun of that role, not just in Last Action Hero, but in National Lampoon's Loaded Weapon 1. In both of those films, he was the captain who's yelling, and that was to make fun of it. Because by that point, in the early 90s, he had become a tired cliche. And I guess maybe he was this his ode to 70s films to have the yelling black captain. But you know what? I've seen that done better. Bill Duke and Action Jackson. Again, I wish I could remember his name. Pissed me off I can't remember his name. But that's been done before. And it's been done better. This guy, you just want him to shut the fuck up. You had this bearded, fat, white teen shit of a cop, and you're like, that's a dirty cop. And lo and behold, I was right. And then the only other noteworthy that happens is there's a point where our lead rookie cop thinks she's such a gunslinger. The two cops with no bullets do... Which, that doesn't even really come into play where there's like a gunslinger moment where she has to get her gun out. There's a moment that she shoots, but not in a quick draw fashion, so it's like building something up that never pays off. And again, this girl sucked. I don't care. I'm sorry, what? Because she's black? I don't give a fuck if she's black, she's white, she's pink, she's polka dot. I don't give a fuck about your color, your race, your gender. You know what? Halle Berry is a good actress. I liked her in stuff like Kidnap. Or maybe if this was Angela Bassett. Or even Vivica A. Fox. I would buy them more than this girl. Or whether it's... You know what? You know a film that did this better? And there was a film that I had issues with, but overall I did like Blue Steel. You want to see a rookie female cop utilized better and a better acting performance at a better finale? Watch Blue Steel. At the very least, watch the ending of Blue Steel and how that action scene is set up. Directed by Catherine Bigelow. Like, Blue Steel is how you incorporate the rookie cop, deal with someone a lot better than this. And you know what? Jamie Lee Curtis was more believable than this lady. That finale in Blue Steel was one of the things I liked the most about the film. Again, I had issues with stuff, but overall I did like it. I just didn't think it was like a 5 out of 5 star movie, but I liked it. It's a hell of a lot better than this. Go watch Blue Steel. Much better movie than this, in my opinion. Oh, and then there's this asshole cellmate that talks shit and Gerard Butler beats the shit out of him. And then he has a smoke decoy, which I don't even know if the smoke decoy even really did anything. Because what was the smoke decoy, I guess, for the guy... I guess, because Gerard Butler, when he's arrested, he has some equipment put into somewhere, and then smoke comes out of it in a timer. I guess for the cop to look away, for Gerard Butler to beat the shit out of this guy, and then say, hey, help, he's having a seizure. What if he had no cellmate? What if they put him in a lockup with no one in there? Then what would he do? Beat up the Invisible Man? Beat up Thin Air? Well, Matt, you misconstrued this for another purpose. What was the other purpose for that smoke decoy? It seemed like the purpose was so the cop would pay attention to that, so he could beat the shit out of this guy who was an asshole. What if the guy wasn't an asshole? I guess that means he would beat the shit out of an innocent person. I guess. I mean, he's a hitman. But a hitman with a code that lets a cop go at the end. So, if that's the case, there'd be a cop, what, would he have beaten up an... When you find out this hitman has some kind of code, because again, he lets the female cop saves her, saves her life, even though she could identify his face. So he's a hitman, but he's not too bad of a hitman. Because he lets the rookie cop go. Maybe he let her go because he doesn't want to be called a racist. I don't fucking know. But I guess he's a hitman that has some morality to him. So again, that leads to my question. What if the cellmate was innocent? Would he beat the shit out of that person? To cause a distraction? Or to... Actually, the smoke was a distraction. That's the whole smoke thing did not make a whole lot of sense to me. Again, like, what if he was in the cell by himself? What, don't fight thin air? Help, this thin air! The invisible man is having a seizure. You have some lame dialogue. Like, one insult to Gerard Butler, you look like a fucking stepdad. Is that an insult that I don't know about? Calling someone a stepdad? You look like a fucking stepdad. Not a cocksucker, not a word that rhymes with maggot with an F in front of it. Guess what? In a 70s movie, that's what they would say. Because they would be assholes. Guess what? They would say those words. Mean words. Because mean people say mean words. It's funny, you want to have a 70s type of movie, but you don't want the type of dialogue that was in the 70s. Guess what? If that was in the 70s, that guy would say you look like a... I'm not going to say it. Rhymes with maggot. With an F in front of it. Guess what? They would say that. They would say that. So, if it's for a movie, and it's for a character that's supposed to be unlikable, but anyway, because that would actually be an insult, not you look like a stepdad. I don't know what the fuck that means. Surprised he didn't say you look like a stepladder, so I could climb up over you and kick your ass. Or something like that. But yeah, he says the guy's having a seizure. The captain comes in. He hits the captain. He tries to escape. And the woman, who could barely hold the fucking gun, is standing there. And she just in such a blasé, boring manner says, blah, 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 and there's not a jury that would blah, blah, blah. She literally says blah, blah, blah. I'm not adding that in. She literally says, there's not a jury that would blah, blah, blah. This girl fucking sucks. And she helped ruin the film. And I will say that. Give me Halle Berry or Angela Bassett or Vivica Fox or even Jada Pinkett I'd rather have than this actress. Now she's Jada Pinkett Smith. Give me any other multitude of actresses that would have pulled it off better than this lady. It's not because of her skin color. It's not because of her gender. Because she sucked in her performance. I don't know why people are giving her the praise. I don't see it. I'm sorry. I don't see it. I saw what I saw. I saw a bland, boring, monotone performance with barely any expression of emotion. A lot of times a deadpan face. I was supposed to buy this as a tough girl. Fuck that. And the first thing she shoots is herself accidentally. Just 50 minutes in, the psycho hitman comes in, shoots a bunch of the cops, tries to go for her, she tries to shoot, it bounces off, hits her in the stomach, she accidentally shoots herself. And then she's bleeding, while Gerard Butler and Frank Grillo are still in their fucking jail cells. While the psycho hitman, Toby, he's trying to have fun. With his dialogue, his mannerisms, some of the stuff he says. He's at least, wow, finally the movie is coming to life a little bit. After 50 fucking minutes. Oh, is something else going to happen? Well, there's their dirty, bearded white cop. He kills the captain. And he's working with the hitman. They can't get in. She's bleeding out. She lets Frank Grillo out. And then tells him, by the way, your family's been killed. I don't know why you would tell him right then and there. Because you're in this situation that you're bleeding to death. You gave the guy a gun. And you just told the guy that his family's dead. Not by Gerard Butler, but by someone else. You don't think anything else could happen from that? You don't think maybe you say, I don't know, so you just concentrate on the situation at hand? No. The rookie cop's so fucking stupid, lets a guy who now has a gun, or maybe she gave the gun afterward, I don't know, that, yeah, your family's dead. Great, you don't know what the fuck's going to happen. He could go apeshit crazy, he could have a suicide run. Don't know. And then they try to do this thing where Frank Grillo has a firefight with these two. Then Gerard Butler gets out of the cuffs. It seemed like he could get out of it at any time, so I don't know why he didn't do it sooner. They try to put some dialogue. Well, I wanted to see what you were like, officer. Or whatever the fuck it was. And again, now it's like, okay, now the hitman has a moral code, and now Frank Grillo is more of a psycho. And that's this twist is trying to say. I think there's some behind-the-scenes shenanigans. Because Frank Grillo has come out and said he doesn't like the way his performance... He says his performance has been edited. And that it wasn't the director's choice. And then the director did a thank you video, Joe Carnahan. He thanked everybody except Gerard Butler. He thanked Frank Grillo and the girl and all this stuff. Never said Gerard Butler's name. So I don't know if like Gerard Butler, if it was Gerard Butler versus Joe Carnahan and Frank Grillo. Because Frank Grillo and Joe Carnahan, they work together. Frank Grillo has a production company. They helped make Boss Level together. They did this film. Again, they seem... So I don't know if this is their fault, Gerard Butler's fault. I don't know. But I thought the ending in particular was lame. You had a cat and mouse chase. They tried to finally put some action into it. Gerard Butler tases the dirty cop guy. And then he gets accidentally shot by the psycho hitman. Then Gerard Butler has like a 10-second fight where he stabs the psycho hitman in the neck. And Gerard Butler, like, he gets stabbed in the hand. But then that never comes into fruition. He doesn't have to bandage it. He's not hurt. He's not holding his hand. It like stabbed through Gerard Butler's hand and he doesn't react at all. And he takes a knife out and it's never mentioned again. Not even like bandaging it. It's bleeding. His hand's like this. Nothing at all. And then Frank Grillo, I guess, shoots Gerard Butler. But either completely missed. Which if that's the case, I don't know why Gerard Butler fell to the ground as if he got hit. Or if he had body armor, which I'm like, did he have body armor the whole time? Maybe. I don't know. And then Frank Grillo and the rookie cop try to have this fight scene, shootout, around a police station. But at this point, I don't fucking care. I have given no shits, because I don't care about this rookie cop. There's nothing... What do I know about her? She accidentally shot herself. She thinks herself as a gunslinger, which she's not. What do I know about this character? Why should I give a shit? What about her personality, which there's a lack of personality? Her acting, which she does not have strong acting chops. I'm sorry, I don't care what anyone says. I will disagree. People who praise her, I disagree tremendously. She fucking sucked ass. And... that's what the movie never gets to the second gear, and then when it attempts, this is like the one time it truly attempts. It's not enough. It's not enough. Maybe some of the action scenes are handled decently enough. Like when the psycho hitman first gets in and shoot in slow-mo while the female cop is getting to safety behind the bulletproof door. The way that's shot in slow-mo, that's a little bit of style I'll give Joe Carnahan credit for. Maybe some of the stuff in the action, some of the little police station, parts of it blowing up. But that's not enough to save the film, not in the slightest. Spoiler alert, spoiler. Frank Grillo's running away, she shoots him in the back, he's wounded. Then this other bad guy comes in, who we've established before, a female villain, ready to kill the rookie cop. Gerard Butler shoots that bad guy. Then goes up, unloads like 3 shotgun shells into Frank Grillo. No, you don't see it. You just see... Then he helps the rookie cop out, even though she could identify his face, but I guess, again, he has some moral code. Then he leaves. She's going to the hospital, but then she's like, "Stop this ambulance now." She gets to her cop car to chase after him. I don't know why. And then they're both in each separate car singing the same fucking song. Surprised that Kumbaya fucking ya. Because she's a tough girl. She got shot in the fucking stomach, and she's patched up a little bit, but she can still go, and... Whatever. This film was fucking lame. I'm sorry, all the praise I heard about it, I don't get it. I don't get it. Gerard Butler and Frank Grillo are underused. They spend, like, the first hour of the fucking film, or more than that, really 80 minutes, in a fucking jail cell. That's it. And the dialogue's not that intriguing, or fascinating, or funny. The rookie black lady cop sucked ass. She couldn't act for shit. The music, the only memorable music is the one you stole from Magnum Force. The action, it tries a little bit at the end, it's too little too late. The Psycho Hitman Toby, I wish we saw more of him, because he actually brought some excitement to it. Again, you just have Frank Grillo and Gerard Butler go up against not just this crazy hitman, but a group of people. And they break out, and there's an onslaught, so some of them have to be pushed back to the outside. And it's a siege movie. And they get to know each other, and... you get to know why Frank Grillo did what he did, and... if you want to know more about Gerard Butler, sure. If not, that's fine too. But this film was just lame. It was stalling and stalling. I was waiting for it to get going. And again, centering it on this rookie cop character was a big mistake. So fuck Copshop. Wolt Shop, whatever. Fuck this fucking shit. So... with that said, thanks for watching. Take care. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.